Sega Saturn, SHIRO!
Hey everybody, it's Friday, that means it's SHIRO Show, and I'm your host, Saturn Dave. We got Trainoco over here, and
Hi.
Pat, congratulations Pat on 30 episodes of SHIRO Show. 30
years of misery.
No, we've been doing this for over half a year, 30 weeks straight.
Yeah, it's 30 next year. But yeah, no, 30 weeks, 30 weeks of dumb jokes.
That's right.
And me.
Nerds. And
Nirvana references.
Yeah.
But
and
yeah, speaking of SHIRO Show and stuff, I actually was digging through my stuff and I found a really rare game that I didn't know I had.
You found a rare game that you didn't know you had? How does that even work? Okay, tell me about it.
Basically, I must have got a Saturn game years and years ago and I didn't realize it, and it turned out to be a pretty expensive title.
That's nice when that's kind of like Christmas, you know? Like,
it was this one right here.
Oh, you got it into a case. I got you.
Yeah.
Nice.
Really rare game in the case.
Nice. I'm impressed that it didn't key out.
This later.
You playing Metroid Dread?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Got that collector's edition, playing that probably later tonight. But yeah, I got in the case. I was actually doing some. You probably seen if you're in the stream, you can see my setup. I have a bunch of boxes in the corner, but that's because I'm unloading some boxes in the closet right there, and I have like a shelf now.
Mm-hmm.
So right now I am currently going through that and replacing it.
Cool.
And removing all the boxes and putting all my stuff in there, so it's nice and neat and organized, so I can pull out all the games and stuff. And I even have like a little cubby of all like my extra systems. Like, it's pretty cool.
Sounds like fun.
I have like 2 Dreamcast, the PS1. It's kind of interesting.
Where are all the people? We've got like 6 people in the YouTube chat. You guys need to go invite your friends. You know what? We didn't really. I was so busy at work today. We really didn't like push it out on all the groups and stuff like that. So. Yeah,
we should really get that organized and figure out who's doing what.
You just do it all. How's that? No, it's true.
I'll do it. I just need to know if I'm gonna do it or not.
Oh, hey, that's Emerald, right?
Yeah, like I'm just saying. By now, everyone should have hit the bell icon at this point. Like you know when SHIRO Show is.
Maybe 6 people have the bell icon. Maybe that's like all 6 who actually are using the bell icon. I don't know. Anyway.
I think it's just one of those weeks.
It's one of those weeks. That's fine.
Everyone's playing Metroid Dread.
I'm actually having one of those weeks. I'm just like exhausted.
I just picked it up 5 minutes ago.
Did you really?
Yeah. That's why I put it on here.
Well, let's throw Shadow Mask a bone. He says he has a bunch of import games on his Saturn. He doesn't know what to choose from. So he's got that not writer's block, but player's block. I don't know what he's got. He says he's got a bunch of stuff on there. I'm assuming he's talking about an ODE with a bunch of images.
There's like thousands of games, so he'll have to.
So what are your go-to imports? What do you? Oh, I know. Wait. Don't talk, Pat. I can speak for Pat. Sakura Wars, Game Tengoku. Let's see here. Cotton 2, Cotton Boom, those games. Pat loves anything with waifus in it.
There's one game you're missing though.
One game I'm missing, Mr. Bones, but that's not import.
No, Batsugun.
Oh yeah, right, Batsugun. You do like Batsugun a lot. You also like
Batsugun a lot.
You also like yeah, I don't know. I was gonna make a joke, but
there's a lot of games. There's Cow Flying Squadron 2.
Oh right,
there's Proteus. There's Grandia. I don't know if they count because they're fan translations technically, but if we're counting them as imports, then yeah, I count them.
Yeah.
There's just so many games. You gotta narrow it down. Like, what do you want to play? Like,
yeah, let me.
Does it have to be an import though?
Well, that's what he's asking.
That's what he said.
That's what he said. He's like wants to choose from all the import stuff. Well,
I mean, I think like a super underrated game would be RoboPit, but that's American.
RoboPit is super underrated. The graphics haven't aged well, but the concept is really cool, and I do like how you can like customize all your robots and fight them against each other and stuff like that. That's a good one. I have a hard copy of that.
Oh, Pretty Fighter, play that one.
So yeah, for fighting, how about you check out the Asuka 120%? Did I say that right?
Yeah.
Rabbit, that's cool. That's a cool, like, underrated title. How about Groove on Fight? Groove on Fight is a hell of a lot of fun.
That's hot.
Yeah, those are some good ones. You can't go wrong with those. Sorry, I got something in my eye. For adventure,
You should also play like a Mechanical Violator Hokkaido.
oh yeah, for a shooting game and with like adventure elements and stuff like that. That was really fun.
Yeah.
What else? I don't know. I was thinking adventure. There's that Monogatari game. You know, I can't even remember, the Island of Seven Winds. I can't remember the full title of that game, but it's got really, really cool graphics, really huge sprites, like moving, elaborate moving sprites, and now I'm having such a hard time remembering what the full
What about
proper
Linkle Liver
title.
Story?
Yeah, I mean, you know,
That's an adventure
you
game,
do
technically.
Linkle Liver, and yeah, that's good. Import games. I'm going blank now. I'm drawing a blank now, even though there's so many that you could choose from. Shmups, why don't you go Battle Garaga? Awesome shmup.
Ooh, I don't know.
You're not a big fan of that bullet hell stuff?
I know. I like bullet hell, but Battle Greg is so, I don't know, it's kind of blandish. It's bland compared to what you could play.
Yeah.
So there's like these random, like really, really weird shooters. I don't know if it's Dreamcast or Saturn. I think one of them is like just these like underdressed muscle men. Just like really bizarre.
Choaniki.
Oh, there we go.
Let me see here. I'm gonna actually fire up.
Yeah, play Choaniki. Like play like 3 of those, all those games. I'm gonna do it for Dave gets back. Time Bokan, play that one. That one's really good. That one's.
I prefer Dodonpachi as my shooter of choice on that system.
We only play good games here. No, I'm just joking.
I'm just gonna fire up my satiator and just tell him like what. Okay, check out. Let's see here. I love Choro Q Park. Check out Choro Q Park for a fun racer. We streamed it a little while ago. That's a lot of fun. Check out Cyberdoll is really cool. These are on the kind of like less English friendly, but I still think you should check them out. Drift King Shitoku Battle is awesome for a racing game. Shitoku Battle 97. Check that out. That's like the precursor to Genki's the Tokyo Extreme Racer series.
I think with Shitoku, my opinion of it is just remove the last 5 letters of it.
Yeah.
Pretty much my opinion on what I think about the game.
Okay, and then was that supposed to be like a joke? I went over my head.
Shitoku.
Oh, gotcha.
Shitoku.
How about Dungeon Master
Nexus?
Have you played Dungeon Master Nexus? I think that's worth a play. I know Paul Borte is like a huge Dungeon Master fan. Game Tengoku for shmups. It's awesome. Suikoden, I would say Suikoden, but man, until it's translated, just play it on the PlayStation. Because there's just so much. Yeah. Oh, check out Shadow Mask. Check out Horror Tour. Okay, check out Horror Tour since it's October now. I think that's one that you should just check out. I mean, it's mostly like a point and click kind of tour where you're going through this haunted mansion and everything like that, but that's one that doesn't really get talked about much.
There's 3 good hentai games on there too I'd recommend playing.
Yeah, you know. So go ahead, Pat.
So on the note, what? Yeah. So on the note of October, though, are you guys planning on doing a playthrough of D?
Actually,
I don't really care for D that much, so probably not.
I care for D, but I don't. I can't do like a 2-hour stream. I just can't manage it right now.
How long?
Too much going on. 2 hours. The 2-hour sitting. Oh. In fact, you must beat it in 2 hours, or the game starts over and you lose. Yeah. So
I want to play Enemy Zero though. That one looks kind of interesting.
Enemy Zero is fantastic. Yeah. So
but like, what do you think, Siwan? Like, why don't we ask our patrons what games do you recommend?
Yeah, for sure.
Starting with you, Siwan.
I don't play as much Saturn as you guys do, so I can't go much farther than what's already been said. I don't know any of the, I guess, the hidden gems.
They don't have to be gems. They could be just anything that's at least enjoyable.
Come back to me on that one.
Mm-hmm.
Fair enough. What about you, Emerald Nova? What games would you recommend?
For October specifically, or just in general?
Just imports.
For imports.
Imports. Oh, I'm not. I have nothing to do with imports unless they're translated. I don't. I have no idea what's out there.
Or I'm still going through this list, and the things that are popping out to me. So like for shooters, I told you Game Tengoku. I think you should check out the Time Bokon series, Bokon to Ipatsu.
Yeah, that one's really good.
That one's a lot of fun. It's just like animated. It feels like you're playing a Saturday morning cartoon, like shmup style. It's very fun. So that's a good one. And then let's see here. There's just so many other ones. But again, I think you should start with those for now, and then probably most of the. I mean, yeah. So there are a lot that I could recommend that would be very niche and would also be not very English friendly, but I would still be the kind of guy to play them because I'm just like into like those really niche Japanese games. But stick with the ones that I recommended. Oh, some Dodonpachi, of course. A lot of fun for a shooter.
Yeah.
Not as
Yeah,
bland.
someone said that.
Oh, you already said that.
Get the netlink running. So you could always just get the netlink running and play like the entire Japanese online library with us.
Yeah, let's play some Duke Nukem 3D online.
But anyway,
like a something.
So Pat, how's this week been going for you?
Pretty busy, gonna be honest.
Pretty busy? Yeah, same here.
Pretty busy.
I'm not.
What you gonna do?
No lie, I've had the kids all week. Like I've had the kids to myself all week because my wife was upstate with her friends, and I was like on daddy duty, and so I was like busy out of my mind.
Yeah, no, I worked on a video, and that should be up on Monday. The patrons already probably saw it or listened to it, so you probably guess what it is by those two guesses alone. Nice. So I was finishing up the video portion of that, so that's uploaded. I uploaded the audio portion because some people wanted to do some audio stuff, so I was like, yeah, whatever, I'll throw the audio version of it up too. So that's on Patreon if you're a $10 member. If you want to have early access to our stuff, if you back us 10 or over, you get early access to videos and podcasts and all goodies.
I saw who it was this morning, and I wanted to go listen to it. I haven't had time today. I was waiting a little bit too long in line for the Pokemon pre-release, but it's
worth the wait.
Fun
Did you end up getting a deck?
I have two decks. One of them is like a tier 2 or a tier 3 meta deck, and the other one is like just a flood deck for just water types. What I bought was like way too much money for the 25th anniversary release thing.
You got like the Elite Trainer box there. You got a couple.
Yeah, I got one Elite Trainer box and one Dragapult box, all from Celebrations. I'm probably going to be doing an unboxing later tonight because I was like feeling out to see if anyone actually might be interested, and I got like one person that said maybe, and that's enough for me to spend my Friday night.
If you pull any low punny, I will send you money to send it out to me.
Okay, what time are you going to do that? Because I'm sure my son would be interested, but if it's past his bedtime...
Okay, so I'll try to be considerate to your son. This isn't Saturn related, so I don't want to take too much time about talking about this. But I was thinking maybe like 7 or 8 o'clock my time, which you guys I think are 1 hour earlier than me.
Yeah, okay, that works. Just send us a link.
Yeah. But so I don't know if like that's a thing, because like I don't have a very good stream schedule because the problems I've been working on are not stream friendly.
Yeah.
I took this entire week off of work to work on Blue Skies, and that has not been going well. But if I can have an excuse to just stream some Pokemon trading card game online and people would actually want to watch that, then I'd probably end up doing that for a little bit.
I'm down.
I'm really into the children's card games.
Might I ask, pray tell, what you mean by Blue Skies not going well?
So the rotation problem, I mean, okay, let me take like 2 minutes to try and figure this out or explain this as well as I can.
Blue Skies is a Saturn homebrew for you guys that don't know.
Yeah. So that's the playing game.
Yeah.
The red playing game where you fly around various things. The problem is we want full 3D movement, and that involves being able to rotate the camera correctly. What I need to be able to do is take the global rotation, which is like all the rotations you've done up to that point cumulatively, and then add a local rotation. So if you pull up on the control stick or pull down on the control stick to go up, that means locally you need to rotate by positive amount around the x-axis, because the x-axis is to your right. So if you're pulling up, you're rotating around that axis to pull the nose up and the tail down. But if your plane is oriented anywhere besides that direction, you have to translate that rotation into global coordinates. So it's some mixture of X, Y, and Z axis rotations. And the order matters. And what I had was something that worked in MATLAB, that I could render something in 3D and translate what the net rotations would be and what an incremental rotation on top of that would be.
Right.
But for some reason, the draw commands are not working out the way I want. And I've been trying like a handful of different drawing schemes to see if I can't back out the correct way of telling the Saturn, hey, this is this much extra angle along this direction, and I'm still working on it. But that's basically been my last week, along with some dog babysitting and some Pokemon playing.
Sounds like fun. I mean, minus the issue with that going on.
Well,
Yeah,
I wish you the best. I hope you guys get it before the contest.
Yeah, I was hoping tomorrow is a different game jam, not the Saturn anniversary competition, but some other game jam I've posted here and there on SX and my own personal Discord. I was hoping that at some point we can get an early build of Blue Skies out there as like the only Saturn entry for that retro game jam.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
You'd probably win it.
What I've seen has made me excited, but I know he hasn't posted a whole lot of screenshots, but he's posted enough that, you know, I'm excited. I mean, I loved Pilot Wings as a kid, and I love any kind, you know, I love, what is it? What's that flight sim on the Saturn? Now that I'm blanking it.
Show
No.
Wing Commander?
No, it's not Wing Commander. Damn it! I can't think when I'm in front of this camera for some reason. I always go blank.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. It's it's Bulk Slash, right?
Not Bulk Slash.
No.
Bulk Slash isn't a flight sim. That's more arcadey than that.
He's trolling me. He's trolling me.
Okay.
Is it Wing Arms?
Commander,
It's Wing Arms. It's Wing Arms. It's Wing Arms. Yeah, it's Wing Arms.
Okay, yeah, Knight said that.
Yeah,
Shouts out to Knight.
Yeah, Wing Arms. Thank you, Knight. Thank you for thinking for me. Anyways, yeah, so I love that game. You wouldn't know it from me not being able to remember the title, but I love that game, and I'm excited for Blue Skies because it's very reminiscent of that so far.
So at this point, we're pretty dedicated to try and get full 3D movement. That's not 100% guaranteed feature in a lot of these playing games because of probably the difficulty in getting this thing working right consistently. If you do want to see some early previews and me just like yelling, go on the Emerald Nova Discord and you can just go into the Blue Skies. You might not be able to post there because I think it's team members only right now, but you should be able to see the posts. And Xenos will post screenshots, and I'll show test footage of things working or not working.
Cool.
If you're really into that.
Blue Skies. I'm
into that. All right. Well, do you want to bring up the browser, Pat, and we can talk about some news?
I mean, I can't, but you can.
Well,
you have the power.
Yeah, but I mean, you say the word.
but I mean, I thought you meant like me. I was like, I don't have the power to do that. I'm not. Look.
Okay,
exactly. I can't teleport to you and hit the button.
This one right here, SHIRO show new. Okay, never mind.
That's just the last week's show.
Right.
I posted to YouTube or
I got you. Okay, so Tokimeki Memorial, Forever With You. This was a Best of Saturn little blurb.
Forever With You, Forever Without You.
Have you played this game?
No, but I know about it.
Yeah,
it
me too.
basically is basically just a dating sim.
Koji Igarashi, right?
Exactly.
And his wife.
Released in 1996 by Konami. You are a new male student at a local high school, and you must really find a date. So you just need to sort of gossip and just get dates and stuff like that. It's by Koji Igarashi, which is interesting. And his wife. I didn't know that. It's kind of interesting.
Yeah, I mean, am I wrong in believing that this was like the beginning of dating sims? The Tokimeki series?
I believe so.
It's not the first.
Hints of it.
It's not the first like visual novel, but it's because there were older visual novels, but I think the whole dating sim thing really got kicked off with Tokimeki Memorial, and then it just like went, and then Japan just went crazy for dating sims, you know, and everything was a dating sim, basketball dating sims, you know.
I prefer the card dating sims with whale men.
Right, the car dating sims, exactly. Like all
Dating sims
manner of
actually-
dating sims. Santa dating sims.
Daddy dating sims.
Somebody mute your mic. You got like chains. Like somebody's like in chains in the background.
Chains, my babies.
Oh my goodness.
Got
Okay,
me locked up in-
so okay, I missed the Japanese title of this, but apparently Doku Yusei, Dokusei, I don't know. I'll post it in the Discord, and you guys can Japanese it better than me. That's supposedly one of the first, or like one of the most fundamental series defining dating sims, and that's also on the Sega Saturn.
Oh, okay.
Interesting.
Wouldn't be surprised if it was one or the other, but I knew that it all kind of came about the same. It all kind of came about in the same time period, you know. But yeah, so I don't really have much to say about it aside from those little talking points, because
There's one thing I do want to say is
there's
that
a language
there's a
barrier.
YouTuber that, there's a YouTuber that put like out an hour and 30-minute documentary all about it, or like a review.
Oh, really?
It's 6 hours.
What the 6 hours? Oh, geez,
Yeah.
I underestimated that by a lot.
Is that Tim Rogers?
Yeah, that's one.
Okay.
Oh, and speaking of Tokimeki Memorial, there's a guy on Twitter who just revealed he's actually working on a fan translation of one of the games. I think.
Oh yeah,
the
on the
Super-
SNES, right?
I believe the Super Famicom one.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
I would play that. I would play this game if it was translated for sure. It's been one of those things where that we really haven't. It's just kind of like Soccer Wars too. It just hasn't hit the States, you know. Like there's a ton of weebs that are interested in it, and those lucky folks who know how to like read Japanese fluently can do it. But I just don't have time to like play this kind of game with a guide anymore. So yeah, I'm gonna wait for somebody to translate it, and then I will gladly dig in.
I mean, I'd be careful with that. I've been waiting for at least a decade for Sega Gaga.
I'd be careful. Yeah, well, you know.
Same here. I don't think Sega Gaga's ever coming out.
Probably not. Yeah, I don't know. One can.
I do
one
want
can
that
only
collector's
hope.
edition though. That collector's in that T-shirt though, that's pretty bomb. I kind of want that, even though I think the price on that's been going up ever so slightly over the years.
Yeah. Have you had a chance to check out the Shenmue trailer? And what did you think about it?
I don't watch I'm just joking. Yeah, I checked out. It was really good. I've been excited for this for quite a while. I know that they teased this last year. It was like, oh, finally, 2020 is getting good. You know, it took like a year to do so. But yeah, I was like interesting because like the concept of it was interesting. Like they were saying that it was like a retelling of the anime, and apparently they wanted to use this as a vessel to move forward with the storytelling of Shenmue versus making 20 games, which I think is a lot very interesting, and I think it's a good idea, in all honesty, as messed up as that might sound.
No, I'm like you. I'll take it, you know, like anything so that I can finally have closure. You know, because if they're not gonna you know, get the funding and make a game of it, then, you know, just let me know what happens. I mean, obviously I imagine that it's gonna be a good ending. You know, I can kind of guess at what happens, but I mean, I'd just like to see it, you know. So even if this is all we get, I realize that some folks might think that sounds defeatist, but you know, at this point, I'll take what we can get, you know. What do you think about the anime? Oh, go ahead.
So speaking of someone who has not played Shenmue 3 but has heard and read enough reviews on it, it was my impression that they kind of killed the franchise off with Shenmue 3 without actually trying to move the story along.
Huh. I honestly, I don't know. I haven't played Shenmue 3 yet. I'm still trying to get through 1 and 2, so.
Trying to get through 1 and 2? Or so have you played 1?
Yeah, I've played it. I think I'm like a quarter of the way through.
Okay.
Honestly, the only reason I stopped is because my Dreamcast disc kept dying on me.
Yeah.
And it just wouldn't read forward at all, so I had to like give up for a while.
Well,
but
now
now
you
I
have
have
a
the
mode.
mode. I might just go through that.
I mean, I think it's a phenomenal series. I loved the first 2 games. I've not played Shenmue 3. I know people who played Shenmue 3 and still appreciated it for what it was. Then again, there were some folks who had like super high hopes and were kind of underwhelmed. You know, again, I'm
Can't
happy
really
for
have
this.
high hopes for a game
I'm
like that.
totally gonna watch this. Do you want me to play the trailer for folks?
Yeah, go for it.
You want me to do that?
Play the
Okay.
trailer.
I'll mute our video wall and I'll just play the trailer here so folks can check it out.
Coming across the
Gotcha.
sea, from a distant land in the east, he shall appear. A young man, unaware of his own strength. A strength that can both destroy him and bring his dreams to fruition. As it is written upon the stars from long, long ago. A dragon will rise from the earth, conjuring dark clouds to blot out the heavens. A phoenix will descend from above, delivering purple wind with a flap of its wings. Yet even as the sky is devoured by darkness, a single morning star radiates its bright light. That long, winding tale shall now begin.
Shenmue, the animation, coming in 2022.
I really like how the fact the trailer is just the majority of the trailer is just Rio just beating the ever living snot out of everybody.
Yeah. Adult Swim Crunchyroll. So how do you what do you feel about the animation style? I think
I really like it.
yeah, it's a little. Now there are some moments of that trailer where it was a little stiff, like it seemed a little stiff, but I didn't know if that was just like the cuts that they made. But all of the action sequences where he's fighting and stuff look really smooth. So I'm thinking that it was maybe just, you know, the way that they edited that trailer. But yeah, I'm excited for it. You know what else I'm excited for? Oh, go ahead, Emerald.
Well, it wasn't accurate enough because there's no button prompts during the fight scenes.
Yeah, and he's not driving driving a forklift for like half the show.
He's got to ask about sailors though in this. I hope he does. You know.
I'm excited for Tom though, and I want the pizza theme to be in here.
Honestly,
dragging out the 20-year-old X-Play jokes.
This is only marginally related, but it is related via Crunchyroll. I'm also really excited for Blade Runner Black Lotus. Did you see the trailer for that?
That was interesting.
Yeah.
I haven't seen the trailer for that yet.
Oh, see
Wait,
it.
is that a game or
It's
an anime?
no, it's like a short film that's gonna be debuting on Crunchyroll in November. You got to check out
Is it a film or I thought it was an animated series?
I need so I need to like read up on that, but I got the impression that it was just kind of like a self-contained thing. I didn't get the impression that it was going to be a series. If it is, somebody knows, let me know in the comments. Either way, I know that it's debuting in November and it's through Crunchyroll, so I'm looking forward to that.
Well, I'll have to watch that then. But yeah, this is actually from what I've been reading about it. It looks like a retelling of Shenmue 1 and possibly 2, and it's covering the events over like 13 episodes. This is going to be a 13-episode anime. So and like I said, there's speculation that the series is going to be told through that vessel from now on, but I don't know the exact details of that or if that's really true or not.
Mm-hmm.
And apparently several of the voice actors will be returning, but they're going to replace some voices. So I imagine they'll probably obviously replace some of the not so good voices in that show. So
Yeah.
I don't think we're going to expect Tom's voice back. Hey, Rio.
Hey, Dio.
Yeah, I don't think we're going to be seeing him again. His voice, at least, or hearing him again.
They got to get the Elvis dude. Dang it, I can't think of his name. That's taboo around here. Don't say that so loud.
They'll probably bring him back.
That's so loud.
I think as long as they keep the main cast, I think I'd be fine with it.
Yeah.
But we'll see as they go. It's directed by Chikara Sakurai, who previously worked on One Punch Man, Tokyo Mew Mew, Naruto, Certain Magical Index, and a ton of other series. Mm-hmm. And of course, Yu Suzuki is going to be acting as the executive producer with the project. Yeah, and the drawing and the animation is also done by Telecom Animation Films. Mm-hmm. They actually did the Castle Cagliostro Lupin 3 film. Mm-hmm. So I'm kind of psyched.
Cool.
It looks like it's gonna be both dubbed and subbed. So the dub's gonna be on Adult Swim, and the dub and sub's gonna be on Crunchyroll. So, yeah, let's hopefully see if this holds up over its 21-year long run.
Nice. Tom is in the chat asking about recommendations for anime to watch, and I know last week we just talked about the Sakura Wars anime, so that's one to look at. Also, definitely check out the Castlevania one that was recently released, I think, through Netflix, right?
Yeah, that wasn't recent. That was like last year.
Well, that was last year, but if he hasn't checked that out yet, he should.
Check out Boku no Pico. That's a great anime.
Mm-hmm.
Watch that one. That one's really good. That's my top recommendation. No, but seriously, my recommendations: Detective Conan, 1,000 episodes. I mean, you will never run out of stuff to watch, so watch that. Mm-hmm. Initial D already said he watched that.
Yeah, he said he watched that.
Evangelion, one of the best animes of all time.
It really is.
Don't watch Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood. That anime is not good. People might say watch it, but just don't. Just ignore it. Just pretend that it doesn't exist, because people, I don't know, they keep recommending that show to me. It's not good. Don't watch that at all.
Yeah.
Let's see what else. Demon Slayer is pretty good. My Hero Academia is pretty good. There's just so many that I could recommend that I probably left off.
Zeta Gundam.
Revolutionary
Zeta
Girl
Gundam.
Utena. Or Utena.
Yeah, that one too.
Yeah. And there's a game, and there's a
good.
game there that you can play along with it there. So, Peter Malik from SHIRO, he mentioned that watching that anime enhanced his appreciation of the Saturn game. So there you go.
Yeah, the Gundam series, G Gundam's really good.
I don't watch anime very much, but when I say watch JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, that says something.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I forgot JoJo. I love JoJo.
How could you forget JoJo, Pat? Pat is a JoJo fiend.
I have like 1,200 animes.
Yeah. Pat loves
New season December, baby. I'm excited.
Yeah.
There's another show that's coming on. Agretsuko. Go watch Agretsuko too. That's so funny. Mm-hmm. It's a Sanrio property. It's really good. I like it. And what's the other one? Way of the House Husband's good. And not anime, but Squid Game, that Korean show. Go watch that. It's not anime, but it's really, really good.
No, Pona, we have not covered that. I'm not even sure if he wants us to, or we want to talk about I don't know. I think he wanted to wait for more info.
He wanted to wait. He told me that he wanted to wait on that, so I don't want to say anything until everything's been dotted. Yeah. I mean, it's a cool idea, but there's still stuff that needs to be waited. But Johannes is a big project coming up that might make something official. Yeah. That's all we can really say. There's info on the Discord, but I don't want to jinx it. So
yeah, for sure.
If you look on our Discord in general, he brings it up. Mm-hmm. But yeah, there's a big project with him coming up.
Yeah, but I mean, if he gives us the okay, then I mean, it's gonna make waves for sure. So we will.
He made a public post though. I mean, I get it's on SX, so the context is different.
Right.
But essentially, without saying what it is, it would fundamentally change how we would have to approach Homebrew in terms of motivations and the potential for what we could release. And also, there's probably going to be an opportunity soon for funding or crowdsourcing or investing or something, depending on how he chooses to go about it. Mm-hmm. I mean, I've already told him personally and privately that I'm willing to put in a not insignificant amount of money toward this thing. It's that important. Yeah. And when he does make a more public announcement, I want everyone else to consider giving into whatever Patreon or Kickstarter he has.
Yes. Agreed.
Make it happen, people.
I do agree.
But speaking of Kickstarter, maybe we should talk about this one.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, so this one was kind of interesting. This was announced at a weird timing. We thought it was pretty funny, but these things happen.
Well, what is it for those who are listening?
It's a new Sega Saturn magazine called Sega Powered by some of the guys that worked on Saturn and Sega Power back in the day.
Right, Saturn Power and Sega Power.
Yeah, so this is a UK publication. This basically came about these guys just wanted to make a Saturn magazine, a new magazine that sort of focuses on all things Saturn, old and new. Mm-hmm. It's all-encompassing Saturn. These have some heavy hitters attached to it. So Dean Mortlock, Neil Randall, Paul Monaghan? Is that his name?
Yeah. I think so.
Yeah, sorry about that. I'm pretty bad with names, but and then and Mark Jowett. All these guys are either are fan or mega fans or just in the industry for years, both contemporary and retro. So these guys sort of know their stuff, and it's interesting. I'm excited to see what they come up with. But basically, launched a Kickstarter. I think the goal was £7,000.
They reached it today. It was funded.
Yeah, reached it and exceeded it. Exceeded it. But but yeah, it has a lot of power behind it. People, the Sega Power DC UK, Maximum Power podcast, and Sega Mags, the guy that's collecting them. His name, Mark Jowett.
Mark Jowett, yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, the Kickstarter basically is sort of advertising the magazine as monthly issues. So each of them will contain about at least 80 pages per issue of content. And if you really want to see some like concept of it and like the idea, there's a 16-page sampler in the project itself you can click on, or in the article we did a link to it.
Yes.
But yeah, there's some really cool tiers for pledges you can have, all the way from $3 for a digital copy of the first issue, all the way to like an 80-pound mega bundle that comes with 1 through 12 issues of the magazine, monthly newsletters, a mini Genesis cartridge with the Sega Powered logo on it, and a ton of other stuff. And it's just really interesting. So I mean I do have to be straightforward. There are risks to Kickstarters in general. You know what I mean? There's always risks. That's what the point of it is. You're not buying the magazine. You're kickstarting it to make it happen. So it's like you're investing in it in a different way.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I said, when I wrote it, it was only at about $62 as the article's written. But then exceeded the goals, and it has succeeded. So it's definitely going to happen now. I did find it interesting because I know a lot of people have been comparing it to what we're doing with the SHIRO magazine and saying, oh, should I get this one or that one? But I just want to say personally that there's no competition. These are two different products here. Yeah. We're not going to be a monthly magazine, and I know Dave probably could go more into that.
Definitely not. Yeah, I mean, I don't know what to say. Like, we're not. We are a fanzine. We are powered. We are community powered. Let's just put it like that way. We may not be Sega powered, but we are community powered, and we're much more interested in like what's going on in the community. And obviously, like, not that much is going on in 1 month to be able to put out a new magazine every month. I mean, definitely we seek to focus on retrospectives and memories and good solid writing. But again, like, we also are very much a pirate publication. There's nothing proper or professional about us, and we're proud of that. We just really want to pump up this community and make it be about the folks who are doing shit in the community today, and just celebrate them, and that's kind of what it's about. Like, I think that this is exciting. I mean, personally, this Sega Powered thing is just the kind of thing I would throw my money at. I'm a huge magazine fan, and a lot of my favorite mags are UK based publications. So definitely, if I think they mentioned that they were able to sort out the the overseas shipping kind of thing, so maybe an option for us in the United States to get a subscription to this mag. But it's about $30 per issue, $30 additional, £30. So, but again,
what I saw on the Kickstarter, I'm assuming there's going to be shipping on top of that.
Probably,
but from what I saw, it looks like if you want a physical copy, it's going to be like $7 for the first issue, which is kind of cheap for this size publication.
Yeah, it's. I mean, and that's good because something like this, that's a good fair price, and I mean, it should be affordable, for people. It shouldn't. I think that's totally reasonable. I mean, with SHIRO magazine, I think really we just want as many people to be able to read it as possible and enjoy it. So I mean, I think with our digital edition, it's probably going to be free or next to free, because more than anything, we're going to be promoting a lot of the projects that are going on in the Saturn community. And I mean, if XL2 and Emerald Nova and Xenos and Ponut and countless others are busting their asses creating games for free, for the community to play, then we're gonna bust our asses to create content for the community to enjoy, and it shouldn't cost an arm and a leg. So I mean, I think that's the whole spirit of our publication, is that it's like, it is definitely a fanzine, and it's like a pirate publication. And I mean, of course, there is no such thing as free. So I mean, for a physical thing, yeah, you're gonna have to pay for it. But I think for the digital one, it should definitely be, it's definitely going to be free for our Patreon supporters for sure. And I mean, I think I would kind of like to make it free for everyone to enjoy personally.
We'll see what's going on. We still are in the works of that. I know we have a lot of logistics we have to run through.
Mm-hmm. But so, I mean, it's not discouraging to know that we don't have the experience of a magazine behind us, because I mean, here you've got a homebrew developer who is not a game developer, who's pushing the Saturn beyond the limits that anybody thought was possible, and he's not a professional. In fact, a few years ago, he wasn't even developing games. Like, he cut his teeth on the Joe engine, and now he's like pushing the Saturn further than we thought. So there's nothing wrong with not being professional. You learn as you go, and you hone your experience, and if anything, you've got influences, but you're also able to kind of like think outside the box and be like, by not being conventional, we're just saying we're not doing it like everybody else does it. We're just kind of doing it differently.
Yeah, and I mean, even the people that worked on this magazine that are professional, I mean, they had to start out somewhere. So I mean, yeah. Well, we don't have all that experience behind us. We can obviously get it by doing this. So, but
I think what I've seen from this, it looks incredibly slick, and it's very impressive. And I wish them all the best of luck. I don't think they're going to need it. They've got tons of professionals, like I said, behind this, and they know what they're doing. So I know they're going to create something good.
So
yeah,
we're definitely a couple issues of this.
Yeah, for sure. And then, well, moving on to some not so good news, I'm gonna let you tackle this one about Cotton 2.
Alrighty, so yes, so we did bring this up a couple episodes ago. I don't know how many. You could probably look back. I don't know off the top of my head. Probably 10 if I could wander a guess on that. But just a couple weeks ago, the company Sega Connection released Cotton Guardian 4 Saturn Tribute. Of course, that collection on Switch and PS4 of Cotton 2, Cotton Boomerang, and Guardian Force. And when people started to get their hands on it, they noticed something weird about it, something that just was off. Mm-hmm. And some people have been testing and working on the issue and discovered that there's about 11 frames of lag, with about 2 or less frames on the PS4, but still 9 to 11 frames of lag on the game itself playing it. So, like, I mean, for those that don't know, I guess the lag, like, you move the controller and then it takes a couple frames to activate. Mm-hmm. So they'll move it and it will take a little while. So it might be hard to play.
Not just a couple frames. 10 frames of lag. What does that translate to? Do you think? Is
that 30 or 60?
Sorry?
Is that game 30 or 60?
I think it's 60.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's still that's not good.
Yeah, that's not good for like precise shoot. It's like Guardian Force too. Like, I'm thinking about playing that on Saturn, and it's like, that's not going to be good. And on top of that, you're already playing. A lot of folks are going to be playing with like wireless controllers, So
yeah.
Yeah. So basically, 60 frames per second, 10 frames, 1/6 of a second, just in-game lag.
Frames. It says 11 frames. It's 183 plus input lag. Mm-hmm. Natural input lag. It's like a fifth of a second gone.
Mm-hmm.
In a bullet hell.
And a bullet hell. Yeah, and a shmup, that's definitely life or death. But I've seen people say that they're getting 1cc's on this, and people are playing it. But like I said, I don't know to what extent 1cc is counting, because Peter got 1cc, and I think Nick got a 1cc too. But I don't know, like on how difficult they played it, like how they consider 1cc. So
right,
I don't know the details, but apparently they've been getting it. But I mean, it's still pretty unacceptable for that.
Right. Like, I don't think that it's nitpicking to be upset over 11 frames of lag. That I know that this community has a tendency to be very technical, and we tend to scrutinize things, especially like when you're dropping that kind of money on a game, on a package like this. But it's like, I don't think that it's nitpicking to be upset over that many frames of lag, and I definitely think that something has to be done, you know, to try to improve it. Some kind of patch, you know. I'm sure they're gonna.
Well, actually, good thing you brought that up, because that's exactly what the City Connection just addressed quite recently. I think a couple days ago, actually, I think 3 days ago, they made an announcement saying that that we've confirmed that the following titles currently available on Switch are experiencing input lag, and it lists all the versions of the games. And it says, we're currently investigating this matter and plan to update each title to improve the input lag. Time of the update will be announced later, and they apologized for the lag in it. So,
right. Cool.
But like I said, I don't know what the time frame is, how long it's going to take, and how much they can lower it by. Like, because, I mean, from what I've understood from people that are hacking this thing, apparently it's using a modified SSF. Using a modified SSF, right? Or am I off base on that?
I had no idea.
Gotcha.
Did they not have the original source to actually do a proper port?
No. Apparently, this is just a Saturn emulator.
Huh.
No, but I mean, I get it as a simulator, but why? Besides, I don't want the excuse just to be laziness. I want them to have lost the code to make this okay.
I mean, it probably is. Honestly, the easiest way they could have found out to do it, and they probably didn't have the source code, because I don't think Success kept it. It's probably
even
long
then,
gone.
how is the Switch not capable of emulating the Saturn?
I know it's capable, but it's just the implementation. They're like I mean, it's like Castlevania Symphony of the Night. It's able to be good, and it's been shown that it could be better. But I mean, it's just the implementation. Like, you can only a thing can only be as good as the person that programs it.
Right.
On that other note, is it possible for us to be pushing games onto the Switch via emulator?
Oh no, we're gonna get sued by Nintendo if we do that, because apparently that's illegal to do. But but seriously though, they did indeed hack that, and they're able to get new games on there. But I didn't have time to read up an article, make details of it, but I'm gonna talk about it on the next show in more depth, and when they get more SaaS. But yeah, apparently, I guess for good news is that the silver lining is that people have been able to inject new images into it and are able to play more Saturn games. The lag on those I'm dubious on, but I think it's probably the same amount.
Knight says this is an Android emulation port.
Oh, yikes. That is a big yikes right there.
Ow! Wait.
I mean, it makes sense.
What's the processor on the Switch? What's their architecture?
ARM. It's the same one as the Switch is basically a fancy. It's basically a fancy Android wrapper, if you think about it.
Basically.
I thought Nintendo used to do like NVIDIA-based stuff, and with
it does use the NVIDIA, but NVIDIA still uses Android as its base.
Right.
NVIDIA's just the GPU.
Yeah, it's kind of like a shield, basically. You know. Essentially.
Yeah, but I mean, if you think about it this way, it means that in the future, once everything's said and done, we could probably easily port Switch games to Android. Probably not easily, but you know, it's an idea.
Well, we have like 7 minutes left. I mean, we're not gonna cut it off right at 3:30, but we ought to get on to this XL2 article that I did manage to write. What were you gonna say?
Sorry. I just want to say that the strictly that the only thing I'm worried about is strictly limited games release of the how it will be affected by this announcement of the input lag and the update. So we'll wait to see how they go through it. But let's go on to the.
We'll see.
Let's go on to talk about GT2 on Saturn, maybe.
Right. Okay. Well, so and I don't mean to give false advertising, which is why I said maybe. No. I mean, of course, like the few people that are actually watching this video right now probably already know about this. If you've been hanging out on the Sega Extreme Discord or the SHIRO Discord, because a lot of stuff is repeated there, then you know that ever since XL2 figured out how to use the Gorad shading technique for reflective environment mapping, you know that he's been messing around with importing GT2 car models and like popping it into the Hellslave engine, and like these cars are like jumping around, jumping around, shooting, that kind of thing. I got a kick out of like his early demo. These are silent so I can play it for you guys, but essentially, yeah, he's kind of been messing around with like applying the techniques that he has accumulated thus far with like the light sourcing, the transparencies, the environment mapping. And of course, he's using a chunk of the color RAM to do this, but apparently it's not really, it's not a problem, for his engine and the way that it renders. It doesn't seem to be a problem. So this is really just a proof of concept. And for those that are just listening, you're going to have to go to our website and check out the articles, or go to XL2's YouTube so that you can see this demo in action. This is not a car physics demonstration, okay? So the car is really janky, and right now this is basically running on a first-person shooter engine, but it at least shows you that you can get multiple cars on screen with the environment map going, or the environment mapping going, and light sourcing and transparencies and all that kind of stuff, and still maintain a relatively close to 30 frames per second. So and it all really comes, like I said, out of this original demo that he did with the Sonic R style model, doing the environment mapping there, and then messing around with it with the cars and stuff like that. So he hasn't he hasn't gone on record saying, oh yeah, this is a new project that I'm going to be doing. But I mean, his thing, and what I say in this article, is that his thing is always just getting things up and running on real hardware, just as like a proof of concept, and then adding optimizations and improvements along the way, and hopefully like that momentum will help him maybe build this into a project. Maybe he's open to folks helping out with it. I don't know. You guys can reach out to him, but at the very minimum, at the very least, we know that he's going to exploit the hell out of this technique with Hellslave for the better, to make it look amazing. And it's also going to help, moving forward with other projects, so really it's just another way that we can see that the Saturn is being pushed beyond what folks were able to do under the deadlines that they had to work with, and the poor documentation that they had to work with back in the day. So we can at least be excited from a tech demo standpoint.
I wouldn't call this implementation something to do with the documentation. This is very off-label use of hardware.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Okay, no, that's fair. That's fair, because there wasn't anything to suggest, even in the documentation, that you could do this. This is definitely like outside the box thinking, Yeah. And you're absolutely right.
What I was kind of hoping for was for John Burton to weigh in, because he did go on record on that Sonic R video saying, "Hey, you can't really do this kind of technique on the Saturn."
Right.
And obviously, you can't be expected to use a hammer as a screwdriver, which, I mean, you can't expect him to say that. But I would like him, if I'm fairly certain he's heard about this just from people pestering him on Discord or on YouTube, for him to say, hey, I didn't think about this, but here's why it works, or something like that, like some sort of breakdown video of here's what's in the Saturn hardware to do it, because he's the guy to explain it. That would be
amazing if he would weigh in, but I know he's a very busy guy, and family man too, and everything. Yes.
He's doing a lot of Genesis content.
Yeah.
But I feel like he has some valuable input on here if he wanted to introduce himself to the SX community. But you're right, he is busy.
I mean, he doesn't even pop into his own Discord. It's all managed by other people. So I mean,
yeah, Mitchie's the guy you usually talk to.
Yeah. So I mean, and that's cool. I totally understand what it's like to be busy. He's a professional, But again, yeah. So I mean, when people say things are impossible, it's just like, I guess it depends on where, what angle you're looking at it from, or where you happen to be. I mean, things can certainly seem impossible. But one thing I really love, and I have to give props to XL2, is just for saying, okay, well then let's see how impossible it is, I mean, I just love that, and that's the kind of problem solving we need in this community to get, to get over some of these issues, and just be able to push this machine farther, because I always hear, and I've heard this from countless developers, okay, even in interviews and just in one-offs, I've heard people say the Saturn is more powerful than the PlayStation, but the PlayStation is so much easier to get stuff up and running on, and it's just a lot easier to implement effects for new developers and stuff like that. But the Saturn, on paper or in practice, in reality, it's more powerful, but it's just a matter of like coming to grips with how you can get all that working. It's a tightrope act for sure. And it's a lot of this kind of stuff. It's a lot of this kind of, you know, finding creative solutions, you know, and that's the kind of stuff I think John Burton does a lot of videos about that. He does a lot of videos about how it was impossible to do certain things on the Genesis, but he figured out ways to kind of create certain effects that you weren't supposed to be able to do on Genesis. And I feel like XL2 is kind of doing that same thing now with Saturn, you know, finding creative ways to do things you're not supposed to be able to do. So, and all the more reason too why you know, these guys are emphasizing, like we talked about before with the mode not being ideal for this kind of thing, because a lot of these homebrew folks are trying to like stream data right off, you know, in real time, and use areas of memory that the Saturn wasn't supposed to, you know, isn't that right, Emerald? You're trying to use areas of the memory that you're really not supposed to do.
So you're talking about stuff that is probably above my level.
Oh, okay.
Like the only people I know that are really doing that kind of manipulation are Ponut and XL2.
Right.
Ponut's basically the guy that did most of the sound work for what a lot of people end up using. I think I end up using his stuff a little bit when I'm playing around with it, but I've never actually properly implemented it. They have this, at least Ponut has this weird streaming setup for the sound that he could never explain to me, and I could not figure out, but it works, where you could just keep loading and looping and reloading stuff in sound RAM. Right. On the note of the mode, I don't know what it is about the mode. I just remember having or hearing a lot of problems and complaints about games not working specifically on the mode.
The mode makes assumption. The mode just kind of, so the mode has a lot of like quality of life features that it loads into an area of RAM that it expects not to be used because it falls outside of spec, you know? And you guys are doing stuff that's like outside of spec, you know?
Yeah.
So exactly.
Something like that, that like a specific example, I think, was either Trekkies or Knight, one of those two guys, were doing a patch that were going beyond the spec of a Saturn's CD according to the Sega documentation, but not the maximum size of a burnable, usable CD. Right. And the Saturn has a standard CD reader, so it could read all that extra data. And that extra area was used to implement features of the patch, but the mode put in that limitation that actually isn't actually in hardware.
Right.
Oh, it was Conan? Mr. Conan. Okay, so it was Mr. Conan that did that. Sorry. Okay. I have trouble remembering that far back. I just remember because we have that little Facebook chat where I'm trying to get all the judges to say, okay, do you have any problems? Do you need me to give you an ISO? Do you need burning instructions, stuff like that? And the one complaint I heard the most was, hey, this is not working on mode. I'm getting black screen or something like that.
Yep. And the only fix I could find was to build in, basically like burn in error correction using, you know, by ripping the image and then writing a new image with the what was it, the CCD software, the clone CD.
So,
you know,
I had to talk to Johannes about that. Joe's engine by default back about a year ago burned ISOs without the error correction code involved. So it's like a 248-bit as opposed to 23 something whatever odd number bit chunks. And the mode, I think, was expecting error correction bits in order to load up games properly or quickly. And that ended up being an issue with saying, hey, we want to be able to burn. So I think he's added that feature in by now because I requested it a while ago. I don't remember if he's done it. I haven't actually checked, but I know that before we were not making Joe Engine builds based off of error correction codes, and it wasn't an issue until mode started to slow things down. And I think the most obvious example of that was in Pony Game, where the game is you know, it's got so much stuff in it, and it's got these weird loading implementations that you literally track bad frames in the corner of the screen, and the mode tended to have more bad frames than other ODEs. Yeah,
totally. Sorry, I was playing that. I didn't realize there was audio in that demo, but yeah, no, I totally hear you. And that's exactly why yeah, I haven't had any problems with like drop frames or anything on those demo on Ponut's demo, like when I'm running off the satiator. So I definitely.
I mean, there's still going to be bad frames. There's a cumulative bad frame count.
Yeah, but
even if you not
nearly not nearly as close to what I was getting with the mode. To be fair.
Okay.
Yeah. But yeah, so exciting. I feel like this is newsworthy. I don't report on all of the all the stuff that these guys mess around in the because these guys are always messing around with new stuff, and it's you can't make an article out of everything, but I think cumulatively this is a great proof of concept for this technique. And what I would really love, and I don't know if they have the time, but I would love for Pona and XL2 to get together to write some kind of like development guide, for new developers that are coming in, and say, hey, ignore all this old shit that could totally get you into the weeds. If you fall, if you try to get too far into like some of these older techniques, instead go this route, because this is a good way moving forward.
Yeah, so I mean, I wish I had the time to do that, because that's kind of like my semi-goal with a lot of these projects, but I never actually get around to making these tutorials.
Yeah.
I would like to plug XL2's Patreon, though, in which he does do quick little write-ups on the techniques that he's using, specifically with this engine and demo in mind. So if you want to check that out, you can get some of his insights. Any attempt at me trying to explain it or Dave trying to explain it is going to be incomplete and partially incorrect.
Right. It's going to be the layman, definitely the layman's perspective here in terms of myself. But, I just want people to get more interested in it. That's the thing. If we can get this out, there are people out there that have, programming backgrounds that might take interest and be like, oh, wow, things have come a long way with Saturn. I hadn't had my head up and they take notice and they might get involved. And that's what we want, is we want new people to come to the community and take interest in development for Saturn. And so I'm really excited when XL2 like makes breakthroughs like this, for sure.
So on that note, there of course, as every year, the last 3 or 4 months of the year is the annual Sega Saturn competition for Homebrew.
Yep.
Everyone's welcome to join in. You can go get information on that on the Sega Extreme forums or on my website, emeraldnova.com. If you don't know a lot of programming and you're trying to start out, the pipeline or the sequence events I would recommend is getting through my Hello World tutorial on emeraldnova.com and then playing with the Joe Engine samples to see if you can understand how they work and then modify them. And then you go try to pick and choose parts of my streams where I use other people's tools and try to explain what I'm doing as I'm using them. Specifically, Z-Stream tools to get an easy 3D pipeline out from Blender into the Saturn.
Right. Cool. Great recommendations. Yeah, so guys, go check out emeraldnova.com. There's a lot of great stuff on Emerald's site, and he continues to add to it. So yeah.
I still Astral's bugging me. I keep putting off updating the website, but Astral recently made a donation to the prize pool. The prize pool this year is sizable, and there are some extra donations since the last time I updated the website that I haven't made it on. I need to do that at some point tonight. But if you enter, I think like in all likelihood, if you make it within like the top 10 or the top 7 or something like that, you're gonna win something. So like, give it a shot.
Cool.
Do it, guys. Do it.
Do it.
Yeah, I think Bulk Slash might have a chance now.
Yay!
Yeah.
I'm
I
excited.
think it's top 3 for Hacks Patch's translation. So Bulk Slash is definitely in the running for some cash.
Oh yeah. Nice. Well, let's so we are over time for the basic stream. Pat, what were you gonna stream today?
I don't know. I was stuck between doing more Soccer Wars or Mechanical Violator Hokkaido. I don't know which one people want to see more, so
I think you should do Hokkaido. I think you should do Hokkaido. That game should
do Hokkaido.
Yeah, that game's awesome.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Even I'd say, try Hokkaido today.
Yeah.
All right, that works. I could do that.
But yeah, we need to shout our patrons and wrap this thing up.
Actually,
one
more thing. You mind if I say something?
Of course.
Yeah. So remember how a couple weeks ago, the Bulk Slash team, we did a stream with Digital Foundry.
Yeah.
So I was talking with Audi, and he managed to get me in touch with Joe from GameSec. And guess what? He's gonna showcase a lot of our translations on a new video of his coming soon.
That's excellent.
Oh, nice. I'm excited.
Congratulations. Nice.
Do I need to get that guy on the Supreme Court?
I'm sorry?
Do I need to get that guy on the Supreme Court for next year?
Honestly,
You could.
You probably could.
Yeah.
We need to get him in this Discord, actually.
Yeah, he was really impressed with not only Bulk Slash's voice acting, but surprisingly, Soccer Wars GB. He was blown away by how much he was obsessed with the voice acting and just how much of it is in this Game Boy game.
That's awesome.
Nice.
Maybe
send a Discord invite.
Him and John Linneman, both of them. Maybe. You know,
we got one of them. We just need the other.
They're busy guys, but I'm sure like this is well worth it.
Yeah,
sure.
I'm surprised he doesn't know about SHIRO. I know that's probably cocky of me to say, but
you know,
I meant like a not
we're the internet's best hidden secret, best kept secret.
Actually, Dave, how does John Linneman know you? I remember he recognized you in the live stream of Bulk Slash a couple weeks ago.
We just chat.
Lots of bribe money.
Lots of bribe money. No, yeah, we just chat. We chat on Twitter and in the Discord and in like Discord DMs and stuff like that. And I'm a huge fan of his work for sure. And I think he's a Saturn fan and stuff like that. So every once in a while he shows me some of his pickups. This is insane. He lives in Germany, right? And that's not doxing him. I think he's like publicly, he lives in Germany, and I'm always
says he is Frankfurt on his Twitter.
I am always impressed by how many pristine U.S. long boxes he finds in Germany. Like, go figure. But he's like, oh yeah, I just picked up just got these new come ups, and I'm just like, those are like U.S. long boxes. Where are you finding all these things? And he's like, oh yeah, there's a ton of them over here. Someone explain to me how that happens. I don't know.
It's called Sega Europe shafting the Saturn.
And they're like in really good condition too.
Like Momford said that he got a Magic Knight Rare, the US copy of that.
US copy of that? That's crazy. Yeah. So
Germany is the new Japan.
I don't know how the US long boxes made it over there. I would have just assumed that they would be having the PAL cardboard boxes, but yeah, no. I mean, I guess there's a few game shops that he regulars and he's able to find US long boxes there, so that's cool. But yeah, no, John is a super, super nice guy. So I highly recommend that if folks have not checked out DF Retro, checked out his videos, go all the way back to the beginning. He's got like a ton. He's got a Daytona vid, a Quake vid, Power Slave, all that good stuff. Great videos.
Honestly, we should start inviting guests onto the show.
Yeah, actually, he did say that he would do a stream with us sometime. I just haven't cashed in on it yet. I'm like, I want to save it for a good one. I want to have him on sometime.
Yeah, Dave. Yeah. Whenever I get around to Soccer Wars 2, can you call in that favor for him?
Soccer Wars 2? I just might.
Whenever we get around to that.
Oh, okay. You just let me know. But
I want Soccer Wars 2.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
yeah, me too. All right, well, okay, so yeah, I really have to go, guys. I really have to go. This is supposed to be an hour show, but we're over it. But that's okay. We don't have like hard fast limits. We do need to shout our patrons though, because they're very important, very important. So you go ahead with that, Pat.
Yeah, we are.
Yeah, we want to shout out Seawin, Emerald Nova, our new patron Johannes Fetz.
Yo,
yes, also
known as Joe Engine. Yes, behind Joe Engine. Thank you very much. He's a VRP patron. Thank you. Love you, Joe. 32-bit stuff. Derek A-Team. Shadow Mask is a $10 pledge now.
Mm-hmm.
And thank you, Shadow Mask. And then Super Dimension Century Orgus. As always, the best name. Sorry, guys. Come up with a better name. Oh, actually, I like Shadow Mask. That's really good, too.
Yes, no, Shadow Mask is great. It's just that I point out that he's a PVM fan, you know? I'm like, what gives?
I mean, you could have some JVC stuff. I have a Shadow Mask JVC.
Could, yeah, I suppose he could have.
It's right there. Right behind me.
Those JVC DC. Yeah, so.
Oh, no, behind me as in it's like right there. The TV screen's on the wall right there. Yep, those are.
If it's an arcade, it's got to be Shadow Mask, though. It just doesn't look right with the scan lines, you know?
Yeah, that's fair. But yeah, if you guys want to support, get shouted out on the show, you can back us on Patreon at the $10 and up level, and we'll shout you out. We'll have you into the credits at any level that you back us on Patreon. And if you don't want to back us on financially on Patreon, you can back us on Threadless and get some cool shirts. We have a lot of really cool shirt designs. Our Threadless store, you check that out on below the link below or on our website.
I can personally say that the premium shirts are actually like of decent quality, like properly thick and stuff. Like they don't feel like they're gonna fall apart.
Yeah, and I can say that I bought one of the cheap ones, and they kind of do feel like they're gonna fall apart. So, yeah,
pay the extra for premium. It's worth it. They're nice quality shirts.
It is.
Yeah, the mixed material is really good. I got the other SHIRO ones, and those are really nice.
And if you guys wanna be plugged in to all things Saturn, you want to have your finger on the pulse of the Saturn revolution, or no, I'm just kidding. Continue to join us on Fridays at 2:30 Pacific, 5:30 Eastern for SHIRO Show. We love to have you on. Go ahead and click the link through to our Discord and join the SHIRO Discord. And while you're at it, join the Sega Extreme Discord. If you're technically minded and you want to be on the, you want to get updates on all the cool coding stuff that's going on in there, join the Sega Extreme Discord. They're all great guys over there. And even Emerald Nova has his own Discord, and he's doing Pokemon card stuff there. But I'm going to shout you anyway. EmeraldNova.com for the game competition and the judging and listing all the games that are going to be submitted there. Yeah, those are the main ones. If you're in those, then you know what's going on. You're in the know. And of course, subscribe, like, comments, ring the bell, yell at us, whatever you want to do on our videos. Anything help us out, any amount. If you don't want to do us, if you can't support us financially, and feel free to DM us or even reach out to us in Discord if you guys have feedback or want to see new things on the show or whatever. We're totally open to your feedback. We're all about you guys. We're all about this community and growing it and making it better. Until next time, don't forget to play your, not PlayStation, it's that other system, Sega Saturn. That's right.
Dreamcast, Saturn, Saturn, that's it.
And until next time, Sega Saturn SHIRO, and peace out. Yo.
And I'll try to set out a notification.
That's right. I forgot to unmute me. That's probably be a good idea if I did that. Let me redo that. Totally pretend that didn't happen. Welcome, guys, to the SHIRO Show, the gameplay portion. We were playing Mechanical Violator Hokkaido, or Hokkaido, whatever you want to say. The awesomeness that is Hokkaido. Welcome. Hope you guys can hear me now.
Gameplay portion. We were playing Mechanical Violator Hokkaido.
Ooh, I'm gonna mute this guy. Sorry about that, Alex. Need to get some headphones on. So basically today we're gonna be playing this cool game. It's really interesting. It's based on the Kikaider series. It's kind of like Kamen Rider almost. It's like a ripoff of that. So basically it's an interesting concept. I really enjoy it. Yeah, still muted him. So basically, yeah, like I said, you basically play the anti-hero that actually was inspired Darth Vader, which I thought was pretty interesting. George Lucas confirmed that, so that was really cool. I did not know that, but apparently that was the case. So today we're playing this awesome game. It's a railgun shooter. So it's on rails. Like me, I'm off the rails. You know, going off the rails on a crazy train, guitar solo. But anyways, this is gonna be a fun game. I'm excited for it. Got some cool like Super Sentai levels of game. The controls are kind of weird and wonky. You have to reload with like the B button. I should see if I can fix the controls sign. Or yeah, let me take. I cannot understand that. I know A's to shoot. So A's to shoot. B's to reload. I'm gonna do switch weapons with X. It's because it's a little bit easier to do. Do that. No way I'm doing hard. I will die every time. Sorry guys, I know you're expecting excellent level gameplay from me, but that is not it's not what you're gonna get from me. You're gonna get big sad. But yeah, usually it's played by a light gun, but I played it and kept flashing white on the screen, so I don't want to seize people out. I prefer not to do that. So we're not gonna do that. I mean, I don't want to siege you guys out. I love you, so. Let's not do that. But yeah, anybody in the chat know about this game? Don't know about this game? Want to play this game? Let me know. But yeah, I'm kind of excited. I grew up on Power Rangers. You know what? I'll just riff on Super Sentai stuff. So I grew up with Power Rangers and this sort of stuff when I was a kid. I love Power Rangers. I watched from the original series to I think Galaxy. Punching Jesus Town.
Lost Galaxy.
Yeah, Lost Galaxy. Yeah, it's the one. It's the one after in space when it's like the reboot of it, where it's like all new characters.
Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the one.
I stopped like during that one. I guess maybe I just didn't really care for it too much anymore. But yeah, it was a good series. I liked it a lot. I stopped watching then, so I haven't kept up. But I really always considered going back into the Super Sentai stuff. But I don't know. It might be a little bit too for me. But this maybe I might watch it for Kikaider because Kikaider is a badass, and I like badass characters. Oh gosh, I messed up the controls. Oh god, I messed up the controls. Reload's the wrong button. I gotta restart this, guys. Controls are not good. Oops. I'm gonna go not mess up the controls. I'm gonna set a default because I don't want to mess up. I just wanted to have the X button to switch the weapons, but I can't tell what is the controls. Yeah, easy assignments. Oh crap. Do I have to go default on these? Let's see. Yeah, it doesn't really tell you what shoots or not. I'm just gonna assume A, B, and C is the shoot. It goes down, so try to reload to that. Let's see if that fixed it. If it didn't, I won't mess around with the controls anymore. Skip through this. Skip through that. Let's see if we fixed it. If not, I'll be the big sad. There we go. Those controls I wanted. So the interesting thing about this, you have to reload on the B button twice to reload. I did not know that. Okay, sweet. The controls the way I want it. So that was a kind of a weird thing. I don't know why they implement it that way. Maybe it's like a, you have to like action. You okay over there, C1?
Oh, yeah, sorry. No, I'm cooking dinner.
Ah, I gotcha. Yeah, I heard you like shaking some stuff up. What do you make if you want me? Mind me asking? I guess he doesn't want to tell me.
Making shrimp and grits.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, never made it before.
Delicious. Nice. Let me know how it turns out. Are you a big shrimp guy?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Nice. I'm down with that. Wait, what's muted? Oops, I just got shot a lot. I think people in here. If you can't hear C1, just let me know. I'm pretty sure I can hear you
They're
though.
mentioning how like I was muted for a while.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Okay, sounds good. Yeah. So, yeah, this game is interesting. Yeah, like you had to use the B to reload, and like I said, I didn't want to use the Lycan because I don't want to seize anybody out on the stream. But yeah, it's interesting, and I really like the characters in this. Like this horse guy. I guess he's supposed to be like a bitch, like the horse piece. I don't know what the horse piece is called in chess. I just played it. It's not. It's not the bishop. Is the knight? Okay, it is the knight then. I was thinking bishop. Knight of Dragon down. But yeah, this guy's kind of weird. I like it though. I do like how badass Hokkaido sounds though. Uh-oh, have to fight horse guy. What I like to do is I like to switch to Bazooka or a Cobra for this because they do the hardest hitting. So you can take him out with 3 hits. Yep, he's dead. Speedrunning champ Patrick right here. I'll crank it up a little bit. Hopefully it's a little bit easier to hear. I just don't want the game to be overpowering. Alright, now we're in Jesus Town. We're gonna go find Jesus. Or Jesus. Let's put it on the RAM right here. New spot. High level Hokkaido play, exactly. We're going for a speed run under 20 minutes. No. There's gonna be some low level play coming up here, so don't worry. I'm just gonna skip through this because I don't know what he's saying. So I'm just gonna ignore that guy. He went somewhere. Let's explore Jesus Town a little bit. Closed, classic. Wall, classic. Another wall, classic. Another wall, classic. Also closed, classic. See, we're just running to classic things to here, guys. There we go. Went through the hole. Always love going through holes. That sounded disgusting. My bad. I won't say that ever again. Don't go through holes. Or maybe dig up holes. I don't know. Like that. What is it called? Like holes. I guess we gotta save this. Oh. Beating up this old guy. You know, this is different from what I got last time. I think it actually is like a branching path thing, depending on where you go. But I don't remember getting this last time that I played it. I got like two other guys like being awesome or something. Maybe it's depending on how I played. Oh, I gotta kill this thing. I forgot what gun I'm on. I like Dennis.
No mo.
Ow. I took a little bit of hits there, but hopefully it's not too bad. Got this. I'm doing a lot better than I did last time with the controller. I did the gun last time, and then I was way better than the controller. I'm pretty sure that's the elevator from Half-Life 1. The sound effect from that. He's Andre. He didn't get his guy. He Andre, guys. He Andre. Don't like him when he's Andre. Closed. Classic. Closed. Actually, do I have to go back here? Nope. Closed. Can't enter the door. Closed. What? This whole town's closed. Jeez. You'd think that they'd have someone here to serve me some beers or something. Everything's just closed. Can I have some beers, please? No? I guess I'll go in this corner. Lycan games, off the top of my head, really the only ones I know about that are really, really good are this one, Hokkaido, Virtua Cop 1 and 2, Police Knots, House of the Dead, of course, and I guess Crypt Killer's okay. Can't play Corpse Killer with a light gun, so yeah, I'm with Shadow Mask. Cwen, I demand that your team implements light gun support for bulk slash. That is not a request. That is a demand.
Is Death Crimson light gun compatible?
Oh yeah, I think it is. I think Death Crimson is compatible. That's also good. And there's like Death Crimson 2 as well, but I don't think it's a sequel to Death Crimson or something.
It's so bad that it's good.
Yeah, so that's also a really good light gun game. Yeah, like I'm not too familiar with all the light gun games, but I definitely would be interested in playing more if I knew what they were. There's a huge document on the thing, but I don't know if I have any I could recommend at this time, sadly. So don't mind me if I just skip all this, because like it doesn't matter. Unless somebody's Japanese and really wants me to read them. Okay, am I killing stuff now or what? Oh, we're just going to the bar. Oh, now you're open. I see how it is. I like this music though. It's pretty banging. Like the music is super good, but I can't find any soundtrack for it anywhere. If anyone knows where I get the soundtrack to this game, let me know, because I want to listen to it.
I have to run, but good show today, Dave.
Thanks.
And Pat.
I was like, Dave left. Dave's not here, man. Yeah. But no, thanks. Enjoy your shrimp and grits combo. Send me some pictures. Yes.
Yeah. The shrimp tastes good and the grits taste good, but unfortunately I put too much cheese in it, so it just clashes.
Next time. That's what cooking's all about, experimentation.
Yeah.
But yeah, have fun and enjoy your food.
Thanks. Bye.
Later. Already, I like how they implement the sound effects into the music. Oh no, there's a letter, guys. We gotta kill the letter. We gotta kill the letter. Oh, I hear shooting. I don't like this. I don't like the shooting. I better get my gun ready, guys. Was it in here? Yeah, it was in here. Oh, it was one of these rooms, I think. I just really like the screaming. It's a great soundtrack. I definitely recommend people buy the soundtrack wherever they can. Nothing of value, I guess. Guess we have to leave. These were fight stuff. You know, this does seem pretty spooky. There we go. Like, what is the soundtrack? I mean, it's just like screaming and grunting. I kind of like the vibe, though. Gonna be honest. Don't shoot me. Yeah, there's just people being spooked. It's spoopy. Very spoopy game. Uh-oh, he has an issue with the TV. That's all I understood. I gotta be careful sometimes, because sometimes it doesn't announce when you go into a shooting scene. I mean, it probably does, but I don't speak Japanese, so... So yeah. Also, if anybody knows about Hokkaido, let me know your favorite Hokkaido memories. Your favorite Hokkaido scenes. I don't know, I don't watch Hokkaido, so... I do want to see the movie, though. I was excited to see there was a movie about this, so... If it's as gritty as this is, I'm down. I like gritty movies. Dang, Hokkaido's not playing around. Okay, I like this Phil Collins drums. Dun 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 dun. I can feel it coming in the air tonight. Oh no. Okay, I gotta start shooting. Gonna start blasting. Oh no! And I started blasting. You gotta be careful on this level, because if you shoot those, bigger enemies come out. So if you shoot this, a giant enemy comes out. I'll just fight him so I can show you. But yeah, you don't want to get those angry. So. I can't look at the chat for a second because I don't want to get messed up. I don't look at the chat and I'm gonna get like completely decimated. Okay, now I can look at the chat. The cool dude Kiter sure likes the Hakai things. I do agree. Let's Hakai it up. Was there ever recommended Vampire Hunter D, Mermaid Forest, and Ninja Scroll? I like Vampire Hunter D and Ninja Scroll. I haven't seen more Mermaid Forest, so go watch both of those. I'm gonna check out Mermaid Forest and I'll give my recommendations. But yeah, yeah, let me know. Anybody else get some anime recommendations in the chat? This one's a little bit more adult, but La Blue Girls, that's a good adult-orientated one, so that one's good. It's more of a spicy recommendation. This is exactly what happens in Death Mask. Death Mask. These are the cards you dealt Mask. I like this crab guy. It's a bit crabby. But yeah, what's Mermaid Forest about? Oh crap. Ooh, just time. Yeah, look like people, act like crabs. Like I said, that's a spicy one. It's a little bit of a more spicy anime. La Blue Girl or LA Blue Girls, but I think it's La Blue Girls supposedly. Yeah, LA Blue Girls is a interesting crosshatch. It's kind of like the interspecies reviewer being considered an anime. It's like one of those areas where it's like you don't know where it lands on that roulette. Yeah, this is definitely gonna be an adult rated show. Also for people who are still in the chat, heads up, don't watch Boku no Pico. That was a joke. That was a joke. Do not Google that. I do not recommend that at all. Don't watch that. Just a heads up in case someone like tries to Google it, but it's not for you guys that stayed for the gameplay section. Everyone else that like Googled it, that's an RIP on their end. Oh yeah, Super Prologue 21. That's totally not gonna get my account banned. Don't Google Boku no Pico. Don't Google that. That's a non-Googleable thing you can do. There is something that prompted this game today. If you're a $10 up patron, you could check that out and find out why. Or you can wait till Monday when we release a new video. But yeah, guys, we got a new video coming out. I guess I'll discuss that a little bit. New video coming out on Monday. Our patrons get a little bit early because they got the patron stuff. But yeah, it's a really good video. Had a lot of fun making it. I say so definitely recommend what it is. But if you want to take a guess what it is, it definitely has something to do with Haikyuu. Yes, I don't know what he means, but yes. Older anime style. Do you just mean like the style of animation like Ninja Scroll, or like the type of anime it is? Because that's in the style like that old 90s style. I can recommend a ton of animes: Detective Conan, Evangelion, Bubblegum Crisis, the Bubblegum Crisis sequel. Let's see what else is there. There's a lot of really good 90s ends. Trigun. If you haven't watched Trigun, go watch Trigun 12 times. That's really good. I'd say Cowboy Bebop, but that's obvious. I don't have to tell people to watch Cowboy Bebop. Oh no, they gunned down our best buddy that I don't know what he was saying. R.I.P. Best buddy. Oh, Gunsmith Cats. Yeah, go watch Gunsmith Cats. That show is fire. I don't know why I didn't recommend it. I apologize. Watch Gunsmith Cats if you haven't. That is a good anime. Probably really excellent. It's 3 episodes. It's really short, but it's really good. The original Anita Battle Angel, the anime, the short OVA anime. That's really good. What's the other one I was watching? Oh, Sakura Wars. Sakura Wars is an anime that's in the 90s. It's really good. Samurai Pizza Cats. Maybe like, I don't know. Like if don't watch the original, just watch Samurai Pizza Cats. Not like the dub of it. Don't watch the old ones. Kind of eh. I don't think it's the style you're looking for, but Hamtaro is really good. I liked Hamtaro. That's cute. I watched the one anime I watched, Armitage 3 or Armitage 3rd. I don't remember how it's pronounced. I watched that and that was awful. Don't watch Armitage 3. That's or Armitage 3rd, whatever. It's pretty bad. Don't watch that one. It's my unrecommendation. Oh, I almost forgot. What anime is that one? Oh, The Irresponsible Captain Tyler. That's really good. I like Irresponsible Captain Tyler. That one's a pretty good one. Basically, it's a ship captain that doesn't qualify for the job, but somehow does it. We are playing Mechanical Violator Hokkaido today. It is a Japanese game based off of the Kiki Rider series and the Mechanical Violator Hokkaido movie. It's more of a sequel to that. So go. I'm gonna probably watch that some other time. Oh yeah, what was the other one? Galaxy. No, was it? Is it Outlaw Star? Outlaw Star. Outlaw Star is really good. Go watch Outlaw Star. Highly recommend Outlaw Star if anybody has watched that one. I have no idea where I'm going. I'm just gonna run into things until I start shooting. I start blasting. So I'm just trying to find things to start blasting. If you want newer anime recommendations, I started a new series called A Certain Magical Index. I don't know if you guys watched that one before. That one's pretty cute. It's like this. It's about this boy that doesn't have any powers in a world of people with powers, but he's able to cancel everything out with his right hand. So he just touches it and cancels it out to either shenanigans or saving the world. It's really good. Definitely recommend that. I'd consider it. I think Outlaw Star was like late 90s, but I would still consider it. It's got that same vibe and look to it. It's still using cell animation. Do. Also has a banger intro and opening, so. Yeah, like I said, look at all those except Armitage 3rd. Armitage 3rd sucked. Don't watch that. Or do, you know what? Maybe you like really bad anime. And that's not a diss. I like really bad anime, so I can't judge. Okay, the trick here is to shoot these open and save the people. And not do that, like I just did. Don't shoot them. Yeah, and Nexus part of Yeah, it's part of it's like 3 different shows. It's a certain magical index, a certain scientific railgun, and a certain I think a certain scientifical was it Genesis a certain magical overdrive or something like that. I forgot what the name of it was. But they're all characters in the universe. I think a lot of people prefer railgun over index. I'm still watching all the series, so I'm still watching Index right now, so I can't tell you what I prefer. So, oh, we might die here. Yeah. Oh no, it's certain scientific accelerator. That's what it is. Certain scientific accelerator is the last one. Also, I'm probably gonna die, so hopefully you enjoy seeing this level again. No. Oh, come on. That's cheap. I couldn't shoot at the missile. Come on. Yeah, all honesty, I would watch. Actually, I actually don't have no idea. I don't know what's the new thing surrounding Kurt Cobain's death. If you know, let me know. I have no idea though. Gonna be honest. Yeah. In all honesty, Paul, I kind of my sort of strategy when watching the Index series is just watch it as it's released, at order of its release. So. Watch the entirety of Index, watch Railgun, then watch Accelerator. Because it all lines up and just fills in gaps. I know one of my friends wants me to do is watch the first season of Index, then watch the first 2 of Railgun, and I think later on, I think he wants me to watch Accelerator last. So I don't know. Usually it's pretty good. If you know it, let me know. Yeah, this one's annoying because like you have to shoot everything and like you have to drag the controller. You can't like aim with a gun. Like this scene is BS because like I can't drag the controller fast enough to get all those. It's like, come on, no cheating, game, no cheating. Don't like that. Damn. Oh crap, guys, we gotta fight Hungry Hippo. Let's fight some Hungry Hippos, dudes. Versus Hungry Hippo. Recommendation, shoot these guys down before you start shooting this guy. Because they will lose you health if you get hit by it. Also, I died. Yep, there we go. Yay. Alright, let's start with full health, baby. Let's do this. Easy. Capital E, capital Z. Yeah, I'm not gonna do all that. I'm just gonna watch the series as they're released. I'm good. I would lose track after all that, so I'm just gonna like watch them as they're released and just fill in the gaps. That sounds really complicated. No offense. Yeah, no, I don't understand that because I already met both railgun and accelerator. Because I'm at the part in Index where they find out about the railgun's past with the issues she's facing and why she has to fight accelerator. I'm trying to keep that vague as anything because I just don't want to spoil it for people. Right. Los Angeles detectives are starting to push SPD for reinvestigations. Soaked in Bleach has a lot of detailed summary. Cornelius attempted to kill her daughter, ex-husband in a similar way, but they got caught. What the hell? That's interesting. Also, why am I in love with this robot lady? Am I a robot? Yes. I don't know what yes means, but I'll say yes. Beautiful windows. Nothing. Whole lot of nothing. They're going to court, and if that all goes through, the inconsistency of the Kurt's death will be brought up in court. Good news for fans. Yeah, I'll be interested to see. I'll have to look up that information. I've never heard anything about that stuff. We'll see. I like that sound effect. Check something quick. Okay. Well, nothing. Alright, back to Jesus Town to randomly scour the land and see if we can find anything to move us in a forward momentum direction. She just keeps kicking me out. How rude. I don't know where I'm going. I just want to fight things. I'm a robot man. I just want to shoot, shoot, shoot.
So speaking as someone who has not played Shenmue 3, but has heard and read enough reviews on it, it was my impression they kind of.
Oh, I'm gonna have to meet you, CR32. You got some feedback. I would recommend you put on some headphones, please.
So have you played it on?
We are ahead. That part of the show was past. We are now on the gameplay. Wait, what are you talking about? Drain the battery. Oh, you're funny. You're funny. I get it. I get it. This guy's costume is bothering me. It looks like somebody just stretched the texture on his bottom part. Like I don't know. It looks like if you stretch it down, it kind of looks like that. It doesn't look like it's formed. That makes sense. We go. Yes, I agree with that. Whatever you just said, I agreed with. Sweet guys, we're playing Dark Souls now. Hopefully I just like beeping. Okay, we've got some different music going on. I can dig it. Dun 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 dun. Oh god, it's the putty. Stop throwing grenades at me. Stop throwing grenades at me. It's really hard to hit them with this controller. Yeah, if this game didn't seize absolutely everybody out, I would play the light gun version of it. Just my onions. Usually around the time we stop, but we went over a little bit, so I'm gonna play a little bit longer, and I'll probably play to the next checkpoint or save point. Don't shoot a missile at me. Guy shot a missile at me. That was a bit uncouth. Don't shoot missiles at me. That's rude. No one appreciate that. Get out of here with that missile. Give me some more of that health. That's what I need. Succeed. Back to that funky beat, guys. Probably out of sync, but it's probably because I'm listening to the audio through my thing. That's some funky beat, guys. I think it's supposed to be, the percentage supposed to be accuracy, and the other is supposed to be how many things I killed, I think. Honestly, I have no idea. It's all in Japanese. Yeah, cool missiles. Appreciate that. Let's try this. Nothing there. Okay, so I guess it does put me in the door I ended up at. It puts me in the reverse way, I guess. Nothing here. Yeah, because there's that door, the one on the far down there. Oh, there's a hallway, there we go. Let's do this. Sweet elevator. Oh, I think that's the way I came, so... I wasn't sure what floor I was on. Let's do B1. Sweet helicopter. B2 then. Oh god. Robot cloning facility. Oh no. Try B3. Okay, I guess I'm playing a bomb on something. Yes. Music's still being funky though. Oh, do I have to like go to floor and plant bombs? I guess not. Okay, I guess I have to plant the bomb and leave. Uh-oh. They're just vibing. They just vibing.
私は許さない。ギル様が創造なされる神の王国に立てつく貴様を。神の王国。
No gods here, just robot people.
ギル様は人間より優れたロボットを生んだ。そしてこのジーザスタウン
Gotta
で
fight
奇跡を
Jesus,
生もう
guys.
としている。奇跡の町、すなわち神の国だ。くだらん。神に逆らいし反逆者。正義の名において排除する。貴様の正義
I like his teeth. Oh, I guess I gotta fight this guy. Bummer. Bummer. Oh no, bat people. Whoa, that guy's teleported in. What the heck? You guys gotta get off the drugs. We're gonna smash it down, guys. Jesus. Town. Okay. Oh, come on, I went through him. That's uncouth. Yeah, I'm actually probably gonna go down the toilet, but, you know, worth it to kill these guys. You guys wanted a way to cheat this game, just keep mashing down the A and B buttons consistently. Like this. Okay. Oh yeah, there's also another light gun game, the Mega Man, Super Rocket Man Adventure. That's a light gun game. Completely forgot about that. That slipped my mind. So that one counts too. So go play that too. What the heck? That was cheap. Oh, he's not dead. Oh no, he's dead. He's dead. Yeah, it's called Super Rockman Adventures. I think it supports the light gun. I know it has the aiming thing, but yeah, it's a three game series, like 3 parts. It's on the Saturn. You could play it on the Saturn. Wait, did I hit exit or save? This is very sensitive. Let's do that. Light buns.
Nomo, Rabbit.
Music got kind of interesting. Stop throwing grenades at me. Don't be rude. No one likes that. Oh gosh, one little life left. Don't get on, dead. Aw, that sucks. Alright guys, I think that's about it for today. I gotta go do stuff and then we hit about time. We got some good progress though. Pause that for now. Music stops, that's cool. So once again, shout out our patrons, C1, Emerald Nova, Johannes Fetz, Stu2 Bet Stuff, A-Team, Shadow Mask, and of course Super Dimension Century Orgus. You guys wanna and Memphis, sorry, I almost forgot Memphis. If you guys would like to back us on Patreon, you get shout out on the podcast. If the $10 and up tier, will you shout out on the podcast and the gameplay portion. And like always, support us through all our different means, Facebook, Twitter, or go with Threadless, support us there. Search us out on Twitter, Facebook, YouTube. But yeah, I think that's about it. So yeah, I'm gonna go play some go back to work, then play Metroid Dread. So I will see you guys later, and remember, you must play Sega Saturn.